Melissa. Happy Monday. Happy Cyber Monday. It is tons of awesome stuff going on this week on So Fancy, and the biggest and the best is our brand new bundle, which is only around till Friday. We usually bring our bundles around for about 30 days or 6 weeks, but this one is 5 days. It's so good that we were like, I don't know how long we put this one up, but it is our best sellers bundle. We have stuffed all of our best sellers into one bundle, and it's 93% off, and I'm going to show you it, and then I'm going to show you how I used one of these designs, one of the designs in the bundle to make a canvas. Yes. We're going to use these. I'm not going to use a heat press, and I'm not going to use an iron, so you're going to see where my little trick is. But first I want to show you this bundle, and I need to apologize in advance for Facebook, because Facebook recently made a change. Yeah, they decided that this was a good time to make changes. And last week, they are now preventing me from mirroring my image. So you can see everything is backwards. So see? Yeah, I cannot mirror. See, I actually have my ring on the what looks like the wrong, whatever. It's just all wrong. Okay, but anyway, here is the bundle. I promise you all this stuff is actually legitimately correctly oriented, but not for you right now. So anyway, so here's part of the bundle. It's 62 fonts, 174 SVGs. Everything in here is a bestseller. And if you saw the Silhouette School Facebook Live that I did just, I don't know, 30 minutes ago or so, I showed how you can bulk download, bulk unzip, and bulk import all of this stuff into your program, so that you're not doing each one individually. So the one that I'm going to show you is this cute little 'Tis the Season to Be Sparkly design. I already have it all cut and everything, so we're going to get right to it. Now, I will tell you that I had a little snafu, and I started cutting, and I didn't have enough of the vinyl that I insisted that I use, and so I just had to break the design all apart and cut it separately. But it's going to work, I'm telling you. So we are using HTV. This is an 11 by 14 stretched canvas, okay? So this is different. This is not the reverse canvas. I'm not going to take this out. However, if you put any pressure on this, which you obviously would need to add HTV, and I would highly recommend HTV over adhesive vinyl for these. It sticks much better. If you put any pressure on these, it just gives, right? So you need something inside this frame while you are pressing onto it. Now, it's difficult when you have this size of, what is this thing called? This size frame to do on a heat press, because it's too small to fit on your bottom platen for most of us, right? So what I do is I'm actually going to use my Easy Press. It comes in really handy for stuff like this. It's a 9 by 9, and you just press it on top, and so you're not worrying about if it's fitting around the frame. However, you do need to fill this frame, and I'm going to put you down so you can see what I do. Just snagged some books from my daughter's room, and I'm going to put them in there. And what that does is now I can press down on there and have even pressure, all right? It's good if you can fill the entire frame, or at least the entire area where you're going to press, okay? So you can use all kinds of things. Here's another book I had that was basically the size put underneath. If you have printer paper, a whole stack of printer paper, you could use that. But you want to make sure that if you're using 2 books like I am here, that they're even, so there's not really a seam. Okay, so you got that in there, and now I have my heat transfer vinyl here, which I cut. Okay, this is a design which I love from that bestsellers bundle. Apparently a lot of you guys loved it too, since it's on the bestsellers list. It is by Twinkle Farts, who I just love her shop name. But I cut it all separately. Where did my star go? I lost my star. Okay, we'll find it. But anyway, these are the pieces that go inside. I'm going to tell you more about what happened with that in a few minutes. And in the meantime, oh, here's my star stuck to my foot. That's wonderful. So I cut this in with three different HTVs, okay? And I'm going to put the first one on first. And you're probably wondering, why is it still attached to my whole sheet of vinyl, and how did I get this square around? Well, you can see that this design, if you were to just weed this out, it's like, what are you even looking at, right? It's very challenging to figure out what to weed and what to leave behind. You've got all these little areas. Well, that's why I put this box around. I just draw a box. I use Silhouette Studio, but whatever program you're using, you can definitely draw a box. And this becomes my weeding box. And so after it's cut, I can just weed this one area, and I know that it's pulling away everything that I need to remove and leaving what I need, even these little bits, okay? All right, so once you have it like this, obviously you need to then trim that off, okay? Because you don't want to press the whole thing on there, or you'll end up with your whole sheet of vinyl stuck to your canvas, all right? Okay, so my easy press here is set to 310 for 30 seconds. All right, let's get this stuff out of the way. You can only do one layer at a time because you don't want to accidentally get your, you're not gonna take some of these letters and put them in here, because obviously then you've got the transfer piece stuck in between. So you need to do one at a time, okay? All right, so I got it all. I eyeballed this one. You can eyeball it if you want, or you can not eyeball it and actually use a tape measure, but I left mine over there. Okay, so heat press, or easy press, which is $99 right now at Swing Design, our friends at Swing, and I posted the link up there for you. Okay, all right, so this is all ready, and now this is sized. I may have been strategic about how I sized this to ensure that the entire thing fits in one press. However, and you do need to apply pressure, and make sure you set the timer so it goes. However, come up here so you can see me, so you're not looking at like my weird stomach area. You need to apply pressure as you do this, okay? So 30 seconds for this layer, and then we're going to peel that transfer sheet off, and then we'll apply the other pieces. Now, usually you could probably do this design in 3 presses, but because I had to like cut this whole other part in separate pieces, I'm going to have to do probably a few more, okay? All right, so here it is. I got the right amount of pressure because I had those books stuck under there. For those of you just joining us, we are putting heat transfer vinyl on a canvas, okay? All right, so first layer looks like a whole lot of nothing, right? Okay, I'm going to pull you back down so those of you who are just joining us can see. I have books here that are giving me pressure underneath this frame, because if I don't, I'm not going to be able to get enough pressure under there because of the way the frame is, okay? All right, so now I'm going to take my pieces and I'm going to place them. Now, as I said, this design comes in just 3 layers. It would be the tree and then all of the text. However, I messed up and didn't have enough vinyl. That was all one sheet, and so I had to break the design apart, which is fine. It still works just fine, okay? So just know that you can do that, and then you can place it on there. I love this design because it's offset, so it doesn't have to be exactly perfect. All right, and then just make sure that as you're doing this, you're not overlapping any of the transfer tape. All right, so I'm gonna actually, let's see, I might be able to do this one too, this piece. All right, you don't want to get anything stuck under there, or else yeah, okay. So we should be good for that. All right, so now we're going to do another 30 seconds. Okay, definitely using the Easy Press, which definitely using the Easy Press takes a little bit longer than using a heat press, but it's definitely faster than an iron. And for something like this, where this 11 by 14 is not going to fit on my heat press, this is a great alternative. And right now, like I said, this version, this is the original, is $99. You can get it at Swing. I just threw the link up there. That's one of their Black Friday, Cyber Monday specials. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just removing these. For those of you just joining us, welcome. This is one of the 174 designs that are in the Best Sellers bundle, which we just released and which will only be available this week on SoFontsy. It has 62 fonts, 174 designs, SVG designs, including this one, okay? And 3 alphabet sets. And if you're wondering what's an alphabet set, all right, so here we are again. I'm actually going to use a Teflon sheet because I have vinyl exposed right now, and I just want to make sure that it doesn't get, I don't want to put direct heat on it. Okay, so the last piece that we're going to put on after this is the star, and then we're going to finish this up. How could you do this with a regular heat press? So, Carolyn, that's part of the issue with these 11 by 14, whoops, I forgot to do that. With these 11 by 14 canvases, if you have a regular, like, standard 15 by 15 press, it's not going to fit over top the bottom platen. Even a 12 by 12, or if you have a 12 by 12 press, it's not going to fit under that platen because of the way the frame is. So if you don't want to take the whole frame apart, this is why I like using the Easy Press for these. All right, where did we have a couple more pieces on here? Grab those off. And then we'll be able to finish this up with the last piece. All right, so this is my last piece. Just going to place that little star on top. Don't you love the, and again, those of you just joining us, I just have books underneath here to give me enough pressure for this. Someone was just asking why not do this with a heat press. You can't get this on a heat press because of the frame. And so when you press down on it, it's going to have too much give. You won't have enough pressure to actually be able to do this. All right, last piece, and we're all set. Now, those of you who have been with me, watching this whole thing, this normally would not take this many presses. It's because, like I said, I ran out of that silver color heat transfer, and for that reason I had to cut all that text individually and just piece it all back together. The way this design comes, either individually or in the bestsellers bundle, is it would all be, the text would all be, you know, one piece. And it is. I just had to use my software program, Solar Studio, to change it. Okay, so last piece, all right, and that is the glitter HTV. It's a little warm here, all right, but there you go. That's all you have to do, and you've got a fabulous little canvas. Okay, now I know this is backwards. It says tis the season to be sparkly. The reason this is backwards, and you can see everything else is backwards here too, because Facebook made a change and will not allow me to mirror my image, so that's why. But I assure you, this is actually correct, and it's so cute. I think I was going to actually keep it in my office because I just love these little colors, all right? All right, guys, so bestsellers bundle, you can see why this is a bestseller, available today through Friday only. That's it, 5 days, $29.99. It's valued at about $450, so it's a huge deal. 62 fonts, 174 designs, including this one, and 3 alphabet sets, but very, very, very limited, so go get it, okay? All right, guys, have a fabulous day. See you soon.